Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ryan Saplin here, Fat Loss Strength Coach, coming to you today with the exercise video on the hip airplane exercise popularized in powerlifting and the strength game by Duffin. If you haven't seen him do it, there'll be a link on the screen, or check the link in the description if you're curious to see how he does it without using assistance. I'm using a TRX because I am not capable or have the skill or balance to quite do it without it. And one of the things I'll also mention is I also heard Stu Mcgill talk about it a lot. If you're not familiar with his stuff, he has some great stuff about the squat and motor pattern, kinetics. Really great, knowledgeable, kind of research type of technical. He works with other powerlifters. I think he did an interview with us with what's his name, with Duffin, and it's actually really good. Actually, I love that interview. It's only like 10 or 15 minutes long. That link will also be in the description because I really like to share some of the stuff I listen to, because I'm assuming if you're listening to my channel, you already watch some of the stuff that I watch. Anyways, going to talk to you today about this exercise and kind of my thoughts on it and what I like about it. One of the things I do have issues with is adductor magnus, my inner thigh muscle. I've actually noticed in a lot of people that I train over the course of the years, the adductor magnus seems to be a big culprit for not being able to get into the bottom of the hole of the squat. It also is a big factor, I think, really messing with the pelvis, because it's basically almost like an extra hamstring, but also it's an adductor really, but it's a big limiter for a lot of people. It's also very weak when people do squats for the first time at a lower depth. That's the first muscle to get sore next to the quads. So it seems to be like the adductor magnus to be the biggest issues. And I find with this exercise, you work the piriformis, all the deep rotators of the glutes. I mean, underneath the glutes, allowing the adductors or adductor magnus and all those inner thigh muscles to stretch out. And that's kind of what I like about it, because you're stretching the muscle, not quite, and I guess almost to end range, while at the same time like learning how to stabilize the pelvis, stabilize the core. You can see kind of how I'm just straightening out my arms, bracing my stomach, and really just focusing on getting my hips stacked on top of one another. I don't quite have the flexibility in my inner thigh, because when you do this exercise, you're going to feel your inner thigh stretch a little bit if you have tight inner thighs like I do. Because you really want to see, in this case, I'm on my right leg, and my left hip's going to rotate. I'm trying to get my left hip to stack on top of my right, almost in the frontal plane. That's what makes this exercise so difficult for most people, because a lot of us don't work in the transverse plane. This is like, you're essentially, transverse plane is essentially mostly rotation, and a lot of stuff that we like to do is always sagittal plane, which is front and back, bench press, squat, deadlift. And then reality is the life is multidimensional. We got to work all planes of motion. But more importantly, I just wanted to share this with you, provide some instructional content. Hope you enjoyed this video. Click like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And if you want to get daily emails from me, there'll be a link on the screen or somewhere down in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next video.